If you can go to menti.com and use the code 72914024.
Okay. Is that Kahoot?
It's no, it's another application called Menti.
Oh, okay.
www.menti.com.
7914524, 7914524.
When you get here, when you arrive, give me some love.
What?
Give me some love.
Badly phrased, Casey. That's horrible.
Oh, is that a bad phrase?
Well, it's a bit creepy.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, don't give me love, give me a heart.
All right. Just my filthy mind.
7291 4024.
Maita. What's all these new teachers? Honestly.
Yeah, I think maybe we needed to contact them and do more hand-holding to get them here.
I'll have a go. They might have prior commitments.
Yes, and Maji is teaching right now, so a few of us are teaching right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start, and this is just an introduction, and it's also an example of Mentimeter. And I would appreciate if you guys can mute your microphones.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't have the feedback. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. And this is an introduction to Mentimeter because some of us haven't used Mentimeter yet. And it's also to get a few ideas from you. So how do you feel about teaching online? Can you give us a couple words? This slide in Mentimeter, this is word cloud. So you can get a feeling about how the word cloud function works. Excited, confident, hate it, great, awesome, not bad. Enjoyable, that's fine for me. Better than face-to-face. Preparation, that's true. It takes a lot of extra preparation, especially the first time. The good thing though is after the first time we have our Kahoot, our Mentimeter presentation, we can use it again and again. So how about your own performance? So we want to improve ourselves. How do you think you can improve your online teaching? And this Mentimeter slide is an open-ended response. So you can see how the open-ended response question works. In this question, you can write a long response or a short response. So in terms of English writing, you could ask your students to write a few sentences, one sentence, a paragraph. More activities, yes. Class should be more student-centered, yes. We must, I agree, we have to get away from lecturing. Lecturing online will just kill everybody, bore them to death. Get better at using platforms, using interactive presentation tools, Menti, yes. Adding more interactive technology to my lessons, to not just involve students staring at the screen the entire time. That's right. Trying to make use of new technology, make it more fun. More diagrams and notes. Yes, and at CAMED, of course, we have the electronic whiteboard, so we can actually write notes at CAMED. I used to do that all the time, but now I don't. Being understanding of the stress, that's very important. Empathy. I'm going to continue with pre-recorded lectures and use class time for interactive teaching. That's a good strategy. And right now, my wife is in Douglas FA1 class. Zarima is studying FA1. So when I come home, I see Zarima watching Douglas videos. So the recorded videos are very helpful for students that want to review, students who miss class. And that's a good idea to use the pre-recorded lectures, and then you can use class time to do activities. Of course, it requires more work. How do you feel? Now, this Mentimeter slide, this is a ranking tool. And you can rank what you think is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I haven't used Jamboard or Panda in class yet, but I know some of you have. Some of the big four audit firms, Deloitte, KPMG, EY, PwC, they also use Mentimeter for their international training. I started with Kahoot, and I love Kahoot, but I do feel Mentimeter has a few more functions, and Mentimeter has a more polished professional look, whereas Kahoot is a bit more for, can be used with kids. But Kahoot also has that kind of fun, competitive aspect, which can be useful. So this Mentimeter slide, this is a ranking slide. You can ask your students to vote and rank a list of items. We did in our last term, we did the student evaluations in JD 2020 term, and I reviewed more than 1,000 student evaluations, and I personally sorted and classified 856 student comments for recommendations. And these were the top 6. I was surprised that in 856 comments from students, the students did not ask to study in class. They were not complaining about the online class. Instead, they were asking about the things we see here. So need more exercises, class is boring, need to slow down speaking, need to explain more with real life examples. And notice that there are 2 that are contradictory. Some students said need more exercises and homework. Actually, that was the #1 comment by students. There were 122 students that said that they want more exercises and more homework. And then some students said need to reduce course workload. So some of us may need to reduce course workload, some of us may need to increase the workload. And many of us, including myself, need to slow down the speaking. And need more interaction, because watching the lecture online is very boring, and it's so easy for students to be distracted. They have Facebook, they have TV, they have their brother and sister, they have YouTube. So this is an example of also agreeing, disagreeing. This is another function in Mentimeter. I don't know what to call this. I guess we can call this a scale response. And the scale response, we can change the strongly disagree, strongly agree. We can change those to say something different. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my introduction, and that is my example of Mentimeter and some of the question types that Mentimeter has. And I'm going to leave it up to Mr. Buntan to teach us how to use Mentimeter.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you, everybody. Wonderful to see you all here today. Thank you for joining. And special thanks to LSC for preparing this training session.
Can I request one moment to open the camera and have a screenshot together?
Sure.
I'm not sure if everybody is hearing me. Okay, now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 and do a screenshot. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, once again, 1, 2, 3. Because I just see a dog. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And Kenara is asking, when can we get Mentimeter? So LSC will be giving everybody a Mentimeter account. So all of you will have a Mentimeter account soon.
I'm just pasting the screenshot to the document just to save it. I'm sorry for a little bit delay. So for me, once again, good evening to everyone and all the faculty members and the staff who are joining today. Next, it's going to be me to present to you the Mentimeter, but like the president has just mentioned some features to you already, I'm gonna mention a little bit more. And after me, join with me today. There will be a few more stuff to present. So after me, it will be Nika. She's going to present to you about Kahoot. I'm sure many of us have been using Kahoot, so we are quite familiar with Kahoot, but Nika will be trying to mention the special feature that she thinks interesting and should consider. And then after Nika, it's going to be Chanti. She's going to highlight the special features of Google Classroom. And after Chanti, it's going to be Mr. Lee Hong. He's going to present special features of Zoom. And lastly, it will be Ms. Sukuniat. She's going to present Google Meet, the learning platform. So let me present my slide now. So for my session 2, I also need you to join me by using Mentimeter. So please key in the code here. You just go to menti.com and then type in the code 82481489. I'm waiting for you to join now. Okay, can I start now? So I will start with the question here. If anyone cannot remember the code, please tell me the code here. Please tell me your role joining me today. Are you a faculty member or staff? Maybe I should show the code here. Okay, instruction. It's okay. Okay, all right. I see 8 responses now. Okay, 9 responses.
បងថន
10, okay.
ដឹកសុំកូនភាសាទៀតបង
Oh, sorry. The code is here. So I'll just show the code in the slide here. Okay. Yes, you can see the code. Yes.
Thank you, Nizar. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and continue. Thank you for giving me the responses. So the content today, like I just mentioned earlier, the Mentimeter will be presented by me, and Kahoot by Nika, Google Classroom by Chantir, Zoom by Lee Hong, and last one, Google Meet by Sukuniat. Okay, let's get started. Now, before I start, I just would like you to pick one presentation tool that you most regularly use with your audience. So please tell us one presentation tool that you most regularly use. Okay, I can see PowerPoint now. I'm sure everybody is very familiar with PowerPoint because it's the first presentation tool that everybody knows. Okay, still PowerPoint again, even two responses, same PowerPoint. 3 PowerPoint, good. Wow, I see one Menti, yeah, Menti. I love Menti too. And I'm sure you're gonna like Menti if you try it once. Google Slides, that's not bad, Google Slides, yes. I also use Google Slides sometimes. Okay, so looks like I'm collecting only a few responses. So I should go ahead and continue because maybe we don't have enough time. There are gonna be a few more presenters after me. So this slide, why we need to use Mentimeter. So I will show you one of the reasons why we use Mentimeter here. I screenshot one short, just a few seconds. The president's welcome in the first year student orientation a week ago. So let's see together why we need to use, or why should we consider using a Mentimeter.
So everybody should be going to www.menti.com and put in the code 8457506. And I see you giving me lots of hearts. Thank you for your love. Makes me strong, gives me energy.
Yes, so this is the reason why we should consider using Mentimeter for our presentation, because you may be motivated by receiving lots of hearts from your students. And I also have one feedback here. I collected feedback from the students because I also did a short orientation to the first year student a week ago. My topic was Introduction to Bachelor of Accounting and Finance program, the curriculum, and I just want to show the feedback why we need to use, why we should use Mentimeter in our presentation. So I have listed down 12 comments here. So like the first one, you see the question, the comments here are responding to one question. What did you like about the presentation? So one student said, I think it should be image quality in the Mentimeter. It means he or she liked the image of the Mentimeter, and she likes that part of participation, engagement during the presentation. And here still participate, right? Engagement. And number 4, it's fun. You say it's fun and free to answer questions. Like an hour ago, I'm collecting responses, but I only collected a few responses, and many did not respond. So it's free. And the way you use e-material, I mean, awesome app. So one student said it's awesome app. Engagement, still talk about engagement. Interact with everyone. Okay, it's fun here. The keyword here is fun. It means the presentation is fun. Still comments into live feed here. Okay, and I think the last 3 comments are responding to the question, what should the presentation improve next time? So there are a few suggestions here, like you see here. Okay. So I wanted to answer one more question here. How comfortable are you with each of the following tools and platforms? So some people are using PowerPoint, some Google Slides, and some Kahoot, some Mentimeter, and also the platform Google Classroom, Zoom, Google Meet. So it's still the same style as the president presentation earlier. It's a scale. So we can just see how comfortable you are with the tools and the platforms. So, okay, the platforms, we have responses for platforms. Okay, somebody is comfortable with PowerPoints. Somebody, I think many people are comfortable with Kahoot. Mentimeter is not bad, even it's new. Google Classroom, okay. Google Meet, yeah. Some of our faculty members are using Zoom, but some are also using Google Meet. And right now we are using Google Meet. Okay, so now Kahoot is higher in terms of scale, it's higher. Right now Google Meet is going high as well. All right, that's good to know. Thank you so much. So I'll just continue. So the main interface and design feature of Mentimeter, I'm going to show you the main interface here. So the contents of this, the Mentimeter will be, you will see the popular question types in the design feature. So there will be six types that you can select from. And quiz competition. So there are two options you can choose from. And content slides, there are 9 options for you to select. Advanced questions, there are 5 options. So here is the main page and interface of Mentimeter. It looks like this. So as you can see, there is a function here for you to create new presentation when you log in mentimeter.com and with your account. So later in my presentation, I'm going to give you the login access. Then you can try. And when you're in, you're going to see this interface, new presentation here. You can click on it and you create your slide. And you can create folders. Like here, you see folder of Learning Support Center, and there are 6 presentations in the folder, and many more folders here. Also, Dr. Ken's folder also here, microeconomics, Lee Sang-hee. Okay, so this is the main page feature. And below the My Presentation main page here, below here is inspiration that you can select from a sample presentation existing in the Mentimeter itself. So you can, if you want to apply whichever presentation here, you can just add to your presentation. And when you click Add to My Presentation here, it's going to be in your home page. So you will see this presentation, and then you can just click Open and edit it to be your own. If you don't want to create new, you can select existing presentation from here, and some features here you can play around. So in the main page interface, when you click on content, you can here you can type the title of your slides. You can say something in the subheading, and you can put image here. Just click on image here, so it will direct you to upload the picture from your computer. And you can turn on the heart icon, the question mark, the thumbs up, thumbs down, or the cat. You can turn on. Right now I'm turning on only heart, thumbs up and thumbs down. And also I opened the Q&A question here. So the participants can just give comments anytime. So during my presentation, if anyone just click thumbs down here, I can see quickly. Thumbs up, I can see quickly. It's like that. So you can, it's your choice, presenter. You can either to turn, you want to turn off whichever icons here, or you want to turn on everything. You can just turn it on, just to keep your participants engaging. In the customized area here, you can click if your slides here, your text, the text in your slides, you can arrange either center and the picture here, the text here. This is the template for you to, the layout for you to select for your text in the slides to appear to your participants, to your audience. And you can hide the instructions bar, the code up here before you just saw. the code to play to join the Menti. If you want to hide it, just turn on, so the code will be hidden. But if you're off, so the code will appear here. And for type you can select from, I just mentioned to you in the list. So here for popular question types, so there are 6 types here you can select from, whether multiple choice or word clouds. Word clouds like in the president's presentation earlier, word clouds. Open-ended questions, so also in the president's presentation, we just wrote something. And the scale we just did just now. And ranking also we did earlier with the president, and Q&A. And for more options here, we have quiz competitions. Sorry, I have to go back. Maybe I missed one. Multiple choice here again. Okay, again. Quiz competition, we have 2 options to select from, either type answer or select answers. So I'm gonna guide you to play just a quick game for fun, competition, just very quick. So just to see how the competition game looks like to you and how it works. So please join so that you can know it yourself. You can just put anonymous name, yeah. You don't have to put your real name. And in your presentation, if you don't want to show the full screen, you can show half full screen. I just press one escape key here, like this. All right. I can see 6 players now. 7 now, okay. 8. Okay, 9, 10. Come on, please. I'm gonna start soon. I'm waiting for a few more. Okay, 12 now. Are there a few more, please? If you leave the Menti by mistake, you can rejoin by key in the code. Okay, we have 14 players now. Let's start. Try it and see it. So the question is simple, just for fun. How many new first-year students do we have for this JJ 2021? So the answer, 700 plus, 600 plus, 500 plus, 400 plus. Okay, time's up. Wow, 7 responses. So the answer is 700 plus. Thank you so much. This is how a competition quiz looks like. So you can show the winner here, the winner, right? Wow. So Kathy, Johnny, okay, whoever here. So the winner is Kathy. This is the competition. So congratulations to Kathy. Okay, so design feature here again with the content slides. You have a few options here: heading, paragraph, bullets. You want to list down bullets, so you have options to list down things one by one. You have a video to a link of YouTube. I think it supports only YouTube link. You cannot paste the link from. For example, if you have a video in your Google Drive and you want to show the video from the Google Drive, so it does not work. But if you paste a link from YouTube, it's good. And for my presentation here, you can also pin what you like, your option. like see the pin mark here, you can just drag it and drop anywhere and submit. So you will see your option. You can select your option, pin your option anywhere. And I think this feature can be used for also showing map. If you want to show map, you want students to point map. So you can just put a picture of the map here, and the students can just pin the map. Maybe you put the question, where is Cambodia, where is Thailand, and then your students will find in the map and pin. Okay, and next, the feature for design, for slide design as well. So this is for advanced questions. You have who will win, quick form. Also, you have a quick form. This is the grid. Pin on image you just did just now, and even now you can also pin your option. So these are all the options in the slide, the feature for slide design that you can choose from. So in order to know it by doing, so let's go to one more question. From your experience, please describe your online teaching in 3 words. I think this is similar to question that the president asked earlier, but I mean the style that we design slides. Word cloud, so you can say only 3 in the box, and in each box there is a limit of, I think that the number of characters you can write, its limit. And you have 3 boxes to write in. Okay, so I've got very difficult words to read. I don't understand here. Okay, so somebody say excited, awesome, great. You just answered this similar question in the president's presentation earlier, and now I've got this question again. Okay, great, thank you. So I will just continue. So one more question. In your opinion, please rate the effort and impact of each of the following. So in here, how you design your slide here, one of the options that you are using here, you want your students to rate 2 things. One is the impact. So the impact you are making by using any tools or platforms here, and the effort you are putting. So what is the effort you're putting with PowerPoint, and what is the impact and the effort with Google Slides, with Kahoot? So you can rate all of them. Okay. I can see somebody says the impact and effort of number one is PowerPoint. Okay. PowerPoint has a great impact and great effort. Okay. Looks like number 1 has a great impact right now, because this is the line of the impact and this is the line of the effort. So the effort for PowerPoint is here, and the impact also somewhere in the middle. Okay, we can measure the impact and the effort. Okay, so I will continue to the next slide. Thank you. So how likely are you going to use Menti after this workshop? Just please tell me honestly, and later after this slide, I'm gonna give you a short demonstration with the realmenti.com. Just log in together. Very likely. Okay, someone says neutral. Maybe you cannot decide now. That's okay. Until you play around with it for a short while or a little bit. And then you know how it. Okay, so someone says likely. 4 very likely. This is very positive. Okay. Like in my presentation here, I can customize my theme. So I should tell you that the theme here, it's not originally from Menti, but we can create new theme by applying this picture and logo. So that's why I have my customized theme and logo. So, oh, that's great. So 5 very likely, and 2 neutral, and 1 likely. Okay. I think I almost finished my presentation, but like I said earlier, I'm going to guide you to the menti.com and log in the account together to see how it works. And next, quick form. Just before I finish my presentation and lead you to the real form, to the real menti.com. I want to show you here is that you can insert a quick form for your students, for your participants to give you feedback in terms of quick scale, like a 1 to 7 scale from excellent to bad. You can just keep the question and let your students respond or your participants give feedback. Right now, I could see, yeah, I can see 2 responses. All right. 4, now 4. 6, okay, 6 responses. So the quick form here, it's also anonymous. So your students will be will not be afraid to give comment because it's anonymous. They don't need to put their name. I can see 7 responses now. Okay. Okay, I think I have come to the end of my presentation.
Text video current này là mình have được one show text này very kind of color.
Let me show you.
Nó này đọc về xong. Còn lại lên con mọt hơi hay. Nhiều phụ nhóm khơn là
I just received feedback from Secunda that you cannot see anything, but I also join. I see blank.
hai con sai bài nghiệp ở background khmer á. Tao về background khmer cô xong sai bài đã so và so. Tao về đã so và so nó về cái background so cứ cái phát hơn text.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I apologize for any errors, but I also joined this with my phone, and it looks fine. It works, but I'm not sure how it looks like with your phone. So now I'm gonna show you how to log into Mentimeter. So with account Mentimeter here, come at professor1@gmail.com, and the password here, you can log in Mentimeter. So I'll just open a new incognito tab here, and we type mentimeter.com, and then you click on login. So with here email address, the email address that I just show you right now, I think I have it here. So you can just type the email address here and type in the password, and then click on login. Okay. So now we are in now. The main interface, main page interface is like this. So as I showed you earlier in the slide. So now you can create your slide here. You want to create your new slide, you just click on create new slide, and then you title it, for example, LSC. Okay, and create new slide. And there you will have a new slide. Yes, so this is your new slide. And then you can select the content here or types of slides. You want to choose, for example, you just want to choose heading. Okay, let's choose heading and then you title it. This is the heading. You want to say Learning Support Center. Then you can add description here. For example, I add short word here. Okay, LSC. So here, Learning Support Center in full and Learning Support LSC, just a subheading. It's your title of the title of your slide. And you can add image. You can click on here. And then you can upload your image. Just click on the upload here. So it redirects you to your computer here. You can choose the picture from, for example, you choose this picture. And then click on save. It takes a short while. It depends on the internet as well. Okay, it's done. So the picture, and then you can you want to show, you want to turn on hard, you click on it. You want to turn off, yeah, or turn on this icon, this or everything. You can just click. So it's on. Everything is on. If you don't want to show it, you just turn it off. So it's off. It's like that. Okay. Okay, and then you can customize here. You want to use this, or you want to show like this. So it's up to you. So whatever it looks good to you, you can choose. For theme, I can show you how to create your theme here, because this is a blank slide from Mentimeter. So if you want to create your theme, you can click on theme and you go to create theme here. Or you can select from existing theme suggested by Mentimeter here. But you can choose your own theme. You can create new theme. And it's like this. So it says here you want to use the logo. You click on logo. You want to use as background like my slide, my PowerPoint. My PowerPoint just now, I used the picture of Camet here. But let's say I choose logo. It's my logo. I think I have my logo here. Okay, logo here. So you click open and save logo. And then you want to use a picture as a background, like I do with my slide. So the picture, got the picture here. Yes, and then you save. So right now we have a picture as the background and the logo, but here it's the text. You want your text to be white or to be black. It depends on the background of the picture. So for this picture, I think it's best to make your text white. So just click white here. Okay, and then it's done. You click done here. And you want to see your slide, it's like this, right? Because the first one I used the picture here, but you can create your slide. So that's all from me, and we Learning Support Center staff, we are ready to support you. If you need any help, please feel free to reach us by email or email us at lsc@camera.com. And thank you so much. And I'm going to stop my presentation, and I will pass the floor to Nika She will present to you Kahoot. And Nika, are you ready?
Yes, Bomonton, I'm ready.
Okay, yes, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yes. Did you see my slide? Did you
Yes.
see my presentations? Okay, so everyone, so please type in the campaigns that I put into the chat box or in the slide. Good evening, lecturers, and good evening. Look who Madam. So I think most of you have already feel familiar with the Kahoot, and today I just go through quickly for some new important features that has been introduced. Yeah. So everyone please type in the campaigns. Yes, I see around nearly 10 people has joined. How about the rest? People right now. Okay. Okay, to me, lên lớp home. Okay, everyone is here, right? So can I start now? Okay, I start now. Okay, so this is welcome to Kahoot application. Most of you have already used and used the Kahoot, and yeah. So today I'm going to point out some important features that is maybe new for you. Yeah. So the content today, the agenda, and there will be features of the question type and interactive presentations. Okay. In the Kahoot question, it has divided into two. Test knowledge, which is about the quiz, and second one is collect opinions. So in the test knowledge, we can say it quiz. It has 4 different types of questions. So first one is quiz, which is MCQ. Second one, puzzle. Third one, true or false. And the last one is type question. Each 4 question, it gives a score to the student. So if they answer the question correctly, they will get a score. And we can use the score for participations. Yes. So this is a type question. Yeah, for the type question, we can import the spreadsheet. But before you, we can import the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet, we have to download the template from the Kahoot, and then you type in your question and answer, and then you import it. It will be automatically converted into multiple choice. Yes. So here is a type of type 1, which is MCQ. So question 1, do you like teaching online? Okay. So all correct answer. For this question, we can design a single answer or multiple choice answer or multi-answer. Yes. Okay. Got the highest score. Let's go to the puzzle. It's how puzzle question look like. It's like a drag and drop. Yes. So you have to drag and drop it in the column. Easy question. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, almost 90% get it right. Okay. So true and fair. Yes, sis got it right. Okay. So next. Okay, Sam got a higher claims. Okay, so this is the last type of question and count it as students are allowed to type in their questions. No, answer. I mean their answer. Yeah. Oh. There is better content. Okay. Okay, for this question, for this type of question, student, no, the player are allowed to type up to 20 characters for the answer. Yeah. Who got it right? Okay. Oh. Okay, so the location is South Africa. Oh. Okay. The second type of the question is a collect opinion. For the collect opinion, this one is created for collect the opinion, and we'll not give the score. Yes. So this one is polling. Yes. Oh. Word cloud. Okay, so this one is open-ended. For open-ended questions, everyone can write their answer up to 250 characters, so it's long. So we can also use the kind of question to collect the feedback. Yeah. Okay. So the answer? So clear? Okay. Yes. So brainstorming. In brainstorming, it's similar to Padlet. When the player type in their idea, we can group it into a group, and then yes. So for this question, for this answer, we can classify the question into the group like reading is like a reading book, it's just like that. Cooking, oh, same answer. Doesn't stay home, sleep, watch TV, or watch TV, watch TV, classify the same. Okay, it's like that. Yeah. So the last one is interactive presentation. In the Kahoot, it have a features that we can import the slide into the Kahoot, and then you can play Kahoot and deliver the lectures by inserting the slide at the same time. Yeah, for this, Kahoot allows two types of the PDF and PowerPoint. So it is a app that we can insert, upload into the Kahoot. Yes. So last one, we can also insert the YouTube link into the Kahoot, and there's no time limited for the video. Yes. Okay. Yes, that is all for my presentation. And here is the Kahoot account for Premium Plus Higher Education, which have a full function and features like I present to you. And we have a account that we created for lecturers. For some lecturers, they already have the accounts, but for the new lecturer, they may use this account to log in into Kahoot and create. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Do you have any
Thank you
questions?
very much, Nika. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Nika, for your presentation. So right now, Chanti is going to present to you special features in the Google Classroom. Please go ahead, Chanti.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everyone. So this is my part to present about Google Classroom. Let me share my slide first.
Oh my.
Okay, everyone, you can see my slide. Okay, thank you. So welcome to Google Classroom. Well, today agenda, I will talk about, in general, what is Google Classroom, the key features of Google Classroom, and how to use it. Okay, let's start. Yes, first of all, introduction. So what is Google Classroom? Google Classroom is an educational application for collaborating between lecturer and student. And what is Google Classroom for? Well, first, it is for share information, any information that you want student to know, and also study materials such as ebook or lecturer notes slide. Second point is creating class assessment like quiz, homework, or assignment, etc. It can checking plagiarism for report or writing, and of course it also can making rubric. Also, it can reduce rubric and export the rubric. Okay, for part 1 and 2, I will have a quick demo to overview of it, and for part 3 and 4, we will have go to detail how to use it. Okay, so now I will go to the demo class. It is all my classroom. Yes, so I have a sample classroom, so I will use it for today presentations. Well, okay, now I go to my class. Well, for Google Classroom, there are 4 main features. First is Stream. Stream is used for announcement, any announcement. Classwork, meaning you can use classwork for quiz, assign quiz assignments, or share material to students. People, people here is we have teacher and student. For teacher, we can invite the co-teacher, and we also can invite the student from here. For grade, any homework, quiz, or assignment that you assign to student or will show in the grade. Okay, it is just for quick view. And now we move to checking plagiarism and rubric. For checking plagiarism and rubric, I will show you the video. Video will tell us about the short introduction of the process of using the check plagiarism function and rubric in Google Classroom. Yes, for both lecturer view and student view. So I will start with the checking plagiarism first. First, let me share. Okay, here is the video, so we will start.
Classroom features an originality checker similar to Turnitin, which teachers can leverage on assignments collected in Classroom. It's an excellent free alternative, but it is not exactly like Turnitin, so I will point out a couple differences as we go. To get started, create a new assignment or edit one of your existing ones. Put a check mark in the box next to Originality Reports. When I do so, I'm notified that I can enable Originality Reports on only 3 assignments per class, since I have the basic Google Suite for Education. Organizations
Well, for original report, meaning now it have update, it show us check plagiarism.
that have upgraded to Google Suite Enterprise have unlimited Originality Reports per class. Since I already have one assignment that I've used the Originality Checker within this class, I only have 2 left. I have tried deleting an old assignment to see if I can free up one of those 3 slots, but I was unsuccessful if any student submissions had been made to the assignment. Let's see this from a student's view. Students visit the assignment like any other, but this Originality Reports Available message cues them that the teacher has enabled this feature. Students select their submission just like they always do, but before they turn it in, they can run and view their Originality Report, unlike Turnitin, which withholds the Originality Report until the student has formally turned their work in. When you turn on Originality Reports for an assignment, students can run the report up to 3 times before they submit their work, and teachers will not be able to see the reports students run prior to submission. After students run their Originality Reports, they can continue to improve their work before submitting the assignment. I'll view this Originality Report as a student. Now, I intentionally copied and pasted chunks of this essay from online sources, and my Originality Report clearly shows that. Students can view flagged passages by count or percentage of paper, and directly quoted passages can be toggled on or off. My paper doesn't have any quoted passages, so my toggle option is grayed out. This information on flagged passages hopefully prompts a student to make revisions, cite their sources, and paraphrase instead of copy-pasting, and the student has the opportunity to enter editing mode right from here to make those revisions, or they can close the tab and submit their work. Let's switch back to Teacher View and view the assignment submissions. Teachers must click on the student's submission to view the originality information for the submission. Unlike Turnitin, there is not a quick view of the match percentages for the entire class on one page, but since I need to open the student submissions anyway to grade them, this is not a huge deal to me, but it does make it harder to quickly scan a class of submissions to check for any originality issues. The number of flagged passages is shown right here, so in many cases, you may not need to click open the full originality report if this is 0, since flagged passages do not include direct quotes. When you do click on the originality report, the information like the student view includes a count and percentage of flagged passages, quoted passages, and where the flagged passages matched online, with comparisons and links directly to those pages on the web. Google Classroom's Originality database currently includes items public on the web. Unlike Turnitin, which stores student submissions in its database for use in originality checking, student work that has been scanned or submitted in Classroom is not stored or retained by Google. So if a student turns in the same paper as a friend from the previous semester, that would not be flagged. But in the future, Google plans to add an option for schools to have a private repository of student submissions that the school owns, so instructors can see peer-to-peer matches. Google's Originality Report is a free tool that can hopefully deter plagiarism and help students identify ahead of time when they're doing too much copy-pasting and not enough synthesizing and summarizing. It is not a 100% safeguard against copied work, but there are so many ways for students to fool any originality checker if they are intentionally copying, that I think this is a great way to deter and educate without the huge price tag of most other plagiarism.
So I would like to state the update versions of Google is like previously lecturer can use the plagiarism function up to 3 assignments, and for students they can check the plagiarism before submit the assignment up to 3 times also. But now we will have update to 5 assignment for lecturer, and also student can check their plagiarism 5 times before they submit. So now we will move on to another function, which is creating rubric. For rubric, like I said earlier, it have 3 parts that is important. First, making the rubric. Second thing, we can reuse the rubric. And the third one, we can export the rubric from Google Sheet or Google Spreadsheet. Okay, so let's start. Oh, can see. Okay, now you can see now, Niet. Wait, I will share again. Okay, now can see Niet. Okay. So I will start a rubric.
To add a rubric to an assignment in Google Classroom, just create a new assignment, or you can use the 3 dots to edit one of your existing ones. Select the Add Rubric option and decide if you want to create a new rubric or reuse or import one that you have already created in this or one of your other Google Classroom courses. I'll start by creating a new one, and then I will show you how reusing and importing works next. You can create as many criterion and levels as you need. Let me switch over to a somewhat finished rubric for a second so you can see what the criterion and the levels you're about to enter will look like when you're done. Essentially, the criterion become the rows and the levels become your different columns. Let me switch back to the rubric I am editing, and I'll create my first criterion, which will be introduction. And I'll start by entering the maximum points for this criterion, which will be worth 10 points. And I will add in a description for that 10-point level, which really I'm just copying and pasting from the rubric I have in a Google Doc. To add in additional levels, click the plus. You don't need to create a level for each point value. For example, I can still award a student a 9 out of 10 for this criterion, even if I don't create a level for that point value and just skip to creating one for the 8-point value. Only the criterion name and point is required. Level names and descriptions are optional. And if you leave them blank, only the points you assign will display. So if you don't want to think of various level titles, just leave them blank. And you can even toggle off the use scoring option here if you just want to use the rubric for feedback and enter a holistic grade later or no grade at all. If you do that, any point values you have already entered will be erased. To add your next row or criterion, click the Add Criterion button. Or if your next criterion is pretty similar to the one you just created, you can use the 3 dots by your existing criterion to duplicate it and then make any necessary changes. Each criterion can have as many or as few levels as you like. So if I want my next criterion to only have 2 or 3 column level descriptions, I can easily do that. And of course, each criterion can have different maximum point values, so you can weight your items accordingly. Click Save when you're done, or if you're just done for now, and then adjust your other assignment settings as usual. When you're finished creating your rubric, currently you must manually adjust the assignment points and the rubric points to match each other, but I expect that at some point in the future, these two fields will sync up. When you want to make changes to your rubric, click on your rubric to expand it and then choose the 3 dots and select Edit. Make your adjustments or use the 3 dots to delete or rearrange your criterion. You can edit everything on a rubric until you start grading with it. After that, you can only edit text to fix typos, but point values cannot be altered and levels or criterion cannot be added after you've already started grading with the rubric. Save your changes when you're done, and I am going to click Assign to send this out to my class. Let's switch to Student View. Students can click on the rubric from the classwork page to view it. And here's what the rubric looks like to students when they visit the assignment page. They will need to expand each criterion to see the level descriptions if you've created those. Let me submit this assignment as a student, and then we will go back to teacher view to see how you can use your rubric when scoring. Open the student submission, and then visit the grading tab to access your rubric. Click on the score for each level or type in a score by hand if a student is scoring in between two of the levels you've created. You can add in any relevant comments, and the points you entered or selected for each criterion level will total up for you automatically. So when you're done, simply return the paper. When the student revisits the assignment page, he or she sees the rubric indicators and the feedback you've provided. To reuse a rubric on another assignment, the first option is simply to choose Reuse Rubric. Other rubrics in this class will display first, but you can easily toggle to other Google Classroom courses to find a rubric that you've used in those. Rubrics are named according to the assignment they are attached to, and when you reuse a rubric, a copy of it will be renamed according to your new assignment. And any changes you make to the rubric here will not affect your other assignment or the rubric there. So I can reuse the rubric, open it, and make changes, but those will not affect the assignment I copied the rubric from. You can also use the export-import option for sharing rubrics, which lets you share your rubrics easily with colleagues. First, edit the assignment with the rubric you want to export, and click on the title of the rubric to expand it. Use the options in the top right corner and choose Export to Sheets. This exports your rubric to a folder in your drive called Rubric Exports. Just note that if you edit the spreadsheet or change the file format, it's not going to import properly to your course or anyone else's course that you share this with. But you can share this Google Sheets file with your colleague. And then from their class, your colleague can go and create an assignment or edit one. Choose Add Rubric, Import from Sheets. It's definitely easiest for them to search for the rubric that you have shared with them by name, since the Drive option is going to default to just searching for rubrics that they own. But once the rubric has been located by your colleague, they just need to click Add. And after it's been imported into their course, they can make changes here, and it's not going to affect your version of the rubric. Rubrics are a wonderful, flexible grading and feedback tool in Google Classroom, which will streamline your grading.
So that's all for my part. Thank you. And if you need to know more information about the update version, you can contact us at lsc@kmet.com. So thank you. Thank you, Bomanton. I'm done.
Thank you so much, Tia. So it's now 7:19, 19 minutes after 7, and I think we have the last presenter to show you quickly the special feature of Google Meet. So please, the floor is yours, Miss Sukuniat.
Momentan, it should be Mohong first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's going to present also.
Sorry, so the next presenter is Li Hong. He's going to present to you special features of Zoom. And after Li Hong, it's going to be Sukuniat. So sorry. So the floor is yours, Li Hong.
Hong anh lươi mà.
Maybe check the mic on your laptop.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay, let me share my slide first. Okay, so again, good evening, professor, lecturer, and colleges and CAM and LSC team. So this evening, I would like to share with you the Zoom features as the online teaching method. So my topic today will cover the audio and video and the breakout room and security, and I'm going to talk about the chats and a presentation mode. So I will quickly demo you with the Zoom, and since I have only 15 minutes or less than that, because we are going to finish it early, so I'm going to move quickly to the Zoom. I'm going to talk about the audio and video first. So let me open my Zoom. I hope everyone can hear me well.
Yes, we can hear you.
So I'm sorry for that. I'm not going to show you how to add a Zoom or create an account for Zoom, but I will just quickly guide you how to use the feature on Zoom. So I'm going to join with the computer audio, and I think if I'm using the audio sound, you might not hear me. So I'm sorry, I'm going to close it. Again, I just want to confirm whether because I'm now using two presentation. I mean two presentation mode. I'm not sure that you can hear me or not.
Yes, that's fine. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to line to meeting again. So here's the interface of the Zoom meeting. So we have, as I mentioned earlier, there are many special features that I'm going to talk about, but these are the main feature that we are going to use for the very beginning of our online teaching. So you need to check whether your sound working well or your audience can hear you your sound well. And one more thing, you need to confirm whether your participant can see your face. Or for Zoom, it has a lot of feature here for the video. You can choose go to quickly to the video setting. And sorry, I'm not going to use my camera for the Zoom here. It's because my camera already using the Google Meet. So here you can use the camera by enable it as an HD, mirror your video, or if you think that your place quite dark, you can adjust the light from the low to the brighter light. And it has so many functions. You can play around with it. And I'm going to move on to the security. The security function here is also important for you. Whether when you are teaching or lecturing to the student, you might not want any, any participant to join your meeting. So you may consider to lock your meeting, and you may consider enable the waiting room. The enable waiting room here, you may, when the participant want to join your meeting, they will ask to join first, and then until you allow them to join, they will can join it. So you are the host, so you have to play or set the setting first. Okay, I'm going to the next feature. I'm going to talk about the participant. And for example, you have the student here up to 100, and it's also the live class. So during your presentation, you can use your student, or you can ask all the student to mute participant upon entry. So these are the setting that you are going to use. But I think the setting here will be all set by our LSC team that they are responsible for any subject. So if you are interested in using the Zoom, you can just tell to your assistant, and they can add one Zoom, and they will all set the setting and everything for you, just for teaching. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the chat. The chat here also important. So when you cross out the chat, you can, you will, I mean, for example, there's a chat from the student, they ask the question, so it will appear with the green light just like that. So you can just click on it, you can view it. And another thing about the chat is it can be easily to you to respond to the student, even I mean when you want to respond to everyone in a meeting or just one specific student. For example, I have a student here, can say her name is Nisa. I'm going to choose to chat privately to only her. So I can just click on her name, and then I can reply to her or feedback to her. Okay, so let's move on to the share screen. The share screen here is also important for your teaching. I mean, you can share any document, any slide presentation to the student. And one more important thing is that the thing, I mean, Zoom quite different from Meet is that it has the function which is the whiteboard. And the whiteboard here, it allows you to draw anything, or for example, you can write, hey, how are you? Like that. And it has another function just like stamp. I can just quickly show you, just like that. And the spotlight here, and you need to choose it. And we have also eraser. Yes, you can erase it. And you can choose the format, the format background here. And one more thing, you can clear all the drawing, or clear my my drawing, and clear your drawing. It's very important. I mean, for the Google Meet, it doesn't have the function like this, but for our Wacom, I think it has already installed with the OneNote. So beside using this one, you can also use the OneNote instead. So after you have drawing something, or have written the text, you can create, or you can consider to save it as the PNG or the PDF. So that's it for the share screen about the whiteboard. And it I mean, moving to the next point, it can also share with the entire screen, or you can just share with the tab or the window that you would like to. Okay, I'm going to move on to the breakout room. Here, I mean, here is also the special tool for the Google Zoom. I mean, the Zoom, it has the very powerful tool that can allow, I mean, for example, you have the topic to discuss with the student, and you want your student to form, I mean, to team up in a group of 5 or 4, and then there are, for example, 25 students in your class, so you may add 5 rooms. It can be automatically. If you choose automatically, it means that you let the Zoom split your participant into each room automatically. But if you want to assign them manually, you are going to assign them by just click their name. For example, Lisa, Nisa, Sita, or Nika. 5 of them will go to the room 1. So let me just try to click it. So here, after I click 5 rooms, so you can also delete 1 room, and also you can rename the room For example, I can say Apple for the first room, just like that. Okay, and if another student come late, and then you can just add another room if you would like to, just like that. Okay. So I think it's come to the end of my part. So I think if you have any question or would like to have, I mean, if you are not clear about my part, please kindly let me know. I'm thinking that my way of presentation a bit quick, so I'm not sure whether you can understand it or not. But for the query or for the question, I think you can contact me as I'm Lee Hong from LSC, and you can just quickly, I mean, if you have the query regarding to the Zoom, you can ask your assistant to guide you, or you can go to the website of Zoom to for the support team, as I have written below here. You can see https://support.zoom.us/ac/en.us. So thank you so much.
Well, thanks a lot, Lee Hong. Thank you so much for your presentation. And I apologize that for Sekunit, I think we don't have time for you because now it's already 3 minutes after 7:30. And I think for Google Meet, we don't have a function to do the breakout room like how Lee Hong just mentioned in Zoom. But maybe Google Meet, you can just use the function present, or maybe the chat function is also a little bit different from Zoom. Zoom, you can message privately, or you can message to the public group. And for more details or for any questions that you want to clarify with us, please feel free to reach us at lsc@camet.com. If you come to Camet physically, you can feel free to talk to us anytime. So for today, we would like to say thank you very much for your participation. Thank you, Dr. Ken. Thank you, Dr. Dash. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Luku Mara. Thank you, Luku Kanara. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. So I wish you good luck, good health, and please stay safe and healthy. Thank you so much.